Alright, let's talk about The Acolyte getting canned by Disney, because let's be honest, this was about as surprising as rain being wet. I mean, the show was supposed to be part of Star Wars, right? A massive franchise, an empire built on space wizards and laser swords. But somehow, they gave us a series that had the energy of a soggy bagel, and now a bunch of people, 72,000 to be precise, are trying to convince Disney to bring it back. I love Petitions as much as the next person, but come on, do they really think 72,000 signatures are going to change anything? That's not even the population of a small town in Star Wars terms. Let's start with the obvious. Star Wars fans are a passionate, loud bunch. They could argue for days about the proper placement of a comma in the opening crawl. So when something like The Acolyte fails so hard that only a tiny slice of the fanbase even cares enough to fight for it, oh boy, that tells you everything. I mean, when a petition about Bridgerton, yes, Bridgerton of all things, gets more signatures to restore deleted scenes, that's when you know you're dealing with a true failure. Imagine being Star Wars and getting out petitioned by a bunch of people who just want to see their Regency-era fantasies play out a little longer. Bridgerton is just a bunch of well-dressed British people making out, and it's getting more love than your sci-fi saga. That's like being told your band sucks by a guy with a kazoo. And don't even get me started on My Lady Jane. No one's heard of it, yet somehow its fans managed to rack up almost as many signatures as The Acolyte. Imagine being such a flop that a show nobody can name is coming for your neck. It's like being out cheered at a sports game by the janitor, just embarrassing. Disney spent $180 million on this thing, and somehow they got lukewarm reviews and a general vibe of meh. That's like setting your money on fire in the hopes that it will keep you warm through the winter. What kind of twisted logic is that? But you know, it's not just Disney. Hollywood has been on this insane quest to make every single show appeal to everyone. No, stop it. That's not how it works. You can't just take butter and try to spread it over 15 slices of bread and call it a sandwich. That's not broad appeal, that's tasteless nonsense. Disney's relationship with the show reminds me of a half-interested girlfriend. It's one of those things that's so painfully obvious, yet these studios never seem to get it. You have to cater to your core fans. They're the ones dragging their spouses and friends to see your stuff, telling everyone, no, trust me, it gets good after episode 3, but when you alienate them, what are you left with? A bunch of confused normies who aren't going to give two bantha droppings about your galactic opera. Disney, Star Wars, whatever you're doing, stop it. Stop trying to be everything to everyone. Remember who made you great, the nerds, the geeks, the die-hard fans. They're the ones who bought your toys, wore your t-shirts, and showed up in the middle of the night to see your movies. They're the ones who made you a multi-billion-dollar empire, and now, you've alienated them for what? A poorly written mess that barely held its own against Netflix's British rom-com light. Look, fans petitioning for The Acolyte are like people trying to bring back New Coke. The few people who liked it are really loud, but the rest of us, we just don't care. Even Game of Thrones got over 1 million people to sign a petition to redo that disastrous final season, and nothing happened. So if you think 72,000 signatures are going to move the needle on The Acolyte, I've got a bridge on Coruscant to sell you. At the end of the day, Disney will do what makes them the most money, and if The Acolyte couldn't even muster up more than a half-hearted fan base, maybe it's better left in the junkyard of failed Star Wars projects. If you liked the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts on The Acolyte's fans' recent petition. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.